Okay, so here's a thought. What if the future of sports isn't just about athletes, but also about algorithms? Today, we're diving into how artificial intelligence is reshaping everything from refereeing to player performance, and even the way we watch the game.
That's a big idea, and honestly, it feels like we're just scratching the surface of what AI can do in sports. There's so much happening, and it's not just about the tech, it's about how it changes the human side of the game too.
Absolutely. Let's start with refereeing, because this is one area where AI is already making waves. Some leagues are testing systems that use AI to track player positions, detect offsides, and even flag potential fouls in real time. It's like giving referees a superpower.
And the goal here is to reduce errors, right? We've all seen those controversial calls that can make or break a game. AI could, in theory, make those moments less frequent and more consistent.
In theory, yes. But here's the thing. Sports aren't just about rules, they're about interpretation. A referee might let a borderline foul slide to keep the game flowing, but would an AI system understand that kind of nuance?
That's a great question. And what about trust? Fans might not be ready to accept decisions made by a machine, even if it's technically more accurate. There's something about the human element, the experience of a referee, that people respect even when they're yelling at them.
Exactly. And then there's the issue of transparency. If an AI system flags a foul, people are going to want to know why. Was it based on movement patterns? Was it a shirt pull the ref didn't see? If the system can't explain itself clearly, it's going to face a lot of skepticism.
And let's not forget the emotional side of refereeing. A human referee can read the mood of the game, calm things down when tensions rise, or even let a little physicality slide in a high-stakes match. Can AI ever replicate that?
Probably not. And that's why I think the best approach is to use AI as a tool to assist referees, not replace them. Let the human make the final call, but give them better information to work with.
That feels like the right balance. Now, let's move on to something that's a bit more personal for the athletes. Player performance and health monitoring. This is where AI is really starting to shine.
Definitely. We're talking about wearables with advanced biosensors that track everything from heart rate variability to muscle fatigue, hydration levels, and even injury risk. It's like having a personal trainer, a nutritionist, and a physical therapist all rolled into one.
But here's the thing, while this technology is amazing, it also raises some serious privacy concerns. Imagine being an athlete and knowing that your every move, your every heartbeat is being monitored and analyzed. That could feel pretty invasive.
Absolutely. And it's not just about privacy, it's also about ownership. Who owns all that data? Is it the player, the team, the league? And what happens if that data gets into the wrong hands?
Exactly. And then there's this psychological impact. Knowing that you're constantly being monitored could add a layer of pressure that might actually hinder performance.
It's a double-edged sword, for sure. On the one hand, this technology can help players avoid injuries and optimize their performance. On the other hand, it could make them feel like they're under a microscope 24/7.
And let's not forget the ethical implications. If a team has access to all this data, could they use it to make decisions that aren't in the player's best interest? Like pushing them to play when they're not fully recovered because the data says they're good enough?
That's a real concern. And it's why we need clear guidelines and governance frameworks to ensure that this technology is used responsibly.
Agreed. Now, let's talk about tactics. This is one area where AI is really changing the game. Literally, teams are using AI to run simulations, analyze opponents' tendencies, and even optimize substitutions based on fatigue curves. And
It's like having a crystal ball for strategy. But here's the question. If every team is using the same AI tools, does that risk homogenizing the game?
that's a valid concern. The beauty of sports is in its unpredictability, its creativity. If everyone's following the same playbook, where does the human edge come from?
Exactly. The best moments in sports often come from those instinctual, creative decisions that no algorithm could predict, like a player taking a shot from an impossible angle or a coach making a gutsy call that defies conventional wisdom.
And that's where the human element comes in. AI can provide insights and recommendations, but the final decision should still rest with the humans.
Agreed. Now, let's shift gears to broadcasting. This is another area where AI is making a big impact. We're talking about real-time stat overlays, personalized highlight reels, and even multilingual commentary.
It's like the future of sports broadcasting is tailored to you, but there's a risk here too. If the narrative gets crowded out by automated chatter will the human voice still have a place?
That's a good question. The best sports commentary often comes from those unscripted emotional moments that a machine just can't replicate.
Like when a commentator loses their mind over a last-minute goal, you can't program that kind of passion.
Exactly. AI can enhance the broadcast, but it shouldn't dominate it.
Agreed. Finally, let's talk about ethics and privacy. This is the boring but essential glue, as they put it.
Yeah, data privacy, consent, and bias in AI models are all hot topics. If we're going to integrate AI into sports, we need clear governance frameworks to protect everyone involved.
And that includes players, fans, and even the AI developers. Transparency and accountability are key.
Absolutely. If we don't address these issues head on, the whole system could lose credibility.
So what's next for AI in sports?
Well, they mentioned a few things Edge AI 4 on device processing, cross-league data collaborations, and more authentic AI-generated content.
And let's not forget the potential for deepfake safe, ethically sourced highlight reels.
Right, there's a lot to be excited about, but we need to proceed with caution.
For me, it's about balance. AI has the potential to revolutionize sports, but it should complement the human element, not replace it.
Well said. And for me, it's about trust. Whether it's refereeing, player monitoring, or broadcasting, trust is the foundation that will determine how successful AI can be in sports.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, stay curious, stay engaged, and keep the human spirit alive in everything you do.
And may your data be clean and your passes precise. Until next time.